All right. Hello, guys. Happy Monday.
Hey.
Yeah.
Morning, chat.
Happy Monday.
Yes, we've got quite busy week. We've got ECB, Bank of England, inflation, NFP, quite volatile. And
yeah, kicking off with a bang already. I mean, the way we finished last week was pretty crazy, and I mean, we've got a nice bit of volatility already today.
Have you seen what happened to gold?
Yeah, man. It's I think it's stay away territory at the moment, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Probably yeah, because I don't want to go long on that one, like now at least
not yet.
Yeah, that's an insane movement though.
I know there were reports over the weekend on Friday night. Obviously, I mean, it was inevitable, but China, after we had that crash, silver gold, China buying up loads of silver and gold on the back of that, of course. So, which is understandable.
We'll see if we change the structure, then possibly. But so far, I'm gonna be keeping my hands out of it.
Yeah, that move in silver. There's previously been reports JP Morgan have manipulated. Back in 2020. They had to pay a fine of just shy of $1 billion. And
really?
Just $1 billion?
Yeah, I mean, which is nothing really. But they were reported to, this is via the CFTC in September 29th, 2020. And they are reported to be conducting manipulative and deceptive spoofing over a cross of eight years, hundreds of thousands of precious metals contracts. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, maybe they've learned their lesson. I was going to say that move I know it was like one of those things where people got liquidated and obviously it exacerbated that move to the downside and all those longs, but it just seems a bit suspect, it's quite a big move. I think that's the biggest move we've had on a day for silver since like the 80s. Biggest daily drop in since the 80s.
It's very possible. I mean, what's happening on the commodities is just crazy. So
yeah, I don't even know.
I'd rather stay with the Forex though. By the way, Ken, we've got some news. I just announced it in the Discord. Well, it's more or less an idea now, but I think I'm going to confirm it later today. But I kind of like the competition that we had in a Prague event. When we were scalping the crypto. So I thought we can bring this to also people who didn't have a chance to participate in the Prague event. So I thought we can do the Wednesday session, some sort of the usual analysis and us trading, but at the same time on the background having our chat trading for free evaluation. So having a leaderboard on the live stream and providing with the analysis, and they would be trading. If we'd be live streaming for an hour or two, they will have time till we end the live stream, and then the best traders are going to win the free evaluation.
Yeah, man.
I quite enjoyed it, the competition.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I didn't overly enjoy trading Bitcoin on a super illiquid day, i.e. Saturday. Like, it just wasn't for me. I mean, obviously, we got some nice moves in the end. It's annoying because if I held my shorts, I full ported shorts, because they made sense right at the beginning. And then, you just get sucked into all the madness, everything going on. Then I end up coming out my shorts. And then anyway, I obviously finished.
Yeah, it just moves crazy though.
Yeah.
Yesterday was good too as well. Yesterday we have a nice course on Bitcoin. I actually shared a nice setup on Discord yesterday. It played out really well. If I had my 48-hour challenge, I would have passed with that trade. I'm pretty sure, though.
Yeah. I mean, the structure was really nice, right?
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
bearish.
It was just beautiful.
Really clean lower highs, lower lows is beautiful. Beautiful moves. Yeah. Yeah, man.
So just to recap something quickly, for those of you guys in the chat, we were going to get for the first one for Wednesday, like 10-15 people from the ones who are participating in our live streams. And I'm going to reach out to you probably on Discord. We're going to send you the account. And once we start the live stream on Wednesday, we're going to enable the trading. You can start trading. It's going to be probably, I'm thinking about 100K account and 10% drawdown and 1 to 50 leverage. So it's good for scalping. So just so you know, just so you have a heads up to it.
Definitely.
Are we doing like a risk rule, asset rule, or kind of like jam for everyone?
I think they could trade whatever they do, because on Saturday with Ken we were trading Bitcoin. We are not crypto traders, so for us it was a disadvantage. So I'll let them trade whatever they want.
Yeah, I was following the competition. You guys were getting clapped. I was like, my boys don't trade crypto. Come on, put some forex there. But it was so I got you.
Now from the start of the competition, I was doing quite good. But then it went all down because I was probably the only person who was taking longs on Bitcoin. So I traded the correction right, and then it went all wrong, and I got liquidated. So unfortunately, but I caught some nice GBP USD shorts today. I post them on Instagram, and the Ken's favorite Asian session. I've got highlighted this candle because that's what I'm usually looking for. So I went for the trade. Once we bounced, we took the liquidity from the Asian session. Now we're going down, probably close to early, but I think we're going to have done some upside momentum once we grab the low volume node down here. So
100%.
This area, I think we can get some reaction and possibly going back to the point of control zone. So I don't want to overstate in those shorts. That's why I went out. But now I'll be eyeing this on pound and dollar. What's your view, Ken, on a pound? Any insights?
Yeah, let me just quickly, I like to paint my picture. So let me quickly, I'm just going to quickly share my screen, Jake, if that's okay.
Sure. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, that
screen the share, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gutted because I was keeping an eye on Euro, and I was quite busy this morning, but that was textbook for me as well. Like I would have taken that reversal candlestick above the Asian range. Validation from that closure below, like a really nice trade, Jake. That's textbook, man. That was textbook.
Yeah, beautiful. That's a beautiful trade.
I wouldn't probably take it if that wouldn't be the Asian session, but since you kind of forced me into it, then it's additional confluence for me, and it works really well. Although I was watching sessions, but I was usually going for the volume in certain sessions. So in volume in Asian session, volume in London session, and following the volume price levels, but the liquidity sweeps weren't really my thing until you showed me that it's been very profitable. Oh, you're already sharing the screen, so let me...
Yeah, I'm sharing. Can you see my screen, yeah?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, so let's just quickly talk about the dollar, because I think everyone needs to get the picture of what's happening. We've already spoken about, obviously, all this downside, right? The sell America trade. Now, we've got this big pullback, and on Friday, everyone's freaking out. It's like, what the hell is happening with the dollar? Like, it was one of those moments. If you're not plugged into the macros, you would have been freaking out. Now, the reason...
Did I lose Ken? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, can you lag a little bit? We need to.
What's that?
To wait a second. You were lagging before you pop out the Kevin. You were lagging, so we couldn't hear you.
Am I okay
now?
Now
It's okay. Yeah. Now it should be all right.
All right. Now you're good.
So Trump's this big move was because Trump announced Kevin Warsh. Now, Kevin Warsh was one of the least dovish candidates. Okay, so markets were gearing up for. There was another Kevin, And anyway, this guy is being seen as potentially less dovish, potentially more hawkish. And so that's why basically we had a lot. We have to remember a lot of this dollar downside, right? So, you know, in recent months was markets pricing in the anticipation of a dovish Fed chair coming in. So the fact that Trump announced him, which is quite a surprise for markets, we had a lot of short covering, okay, unwinding of these shorts, some short covering, and this big push to the upside. Now, obviously, naturally, the dollar is going to be subject to wanting to. Jake and I were speaking about it yesterday. I said, let's obviously keep an eye on this, you know, this pull back into this gap area here. And, you know, we've had this big retest now. And what we're doing, obviously, on the day at present is we're trying to fill that gap. Now, I'm going to make a very annoying call. And I'm going to say that, obviously, if this, I'll say it's annoying. I'll tell you why in a moment. But if this closes above here, we get that daily gap fill. What are we going to do? We're going to be back to freaking range trading, guys. We're going to be back in this awful range. And look at this candlestick anyway of last week. That's like a dragonfly, you know, a pin bar, which suggests we're going to freaking come all the way back up here again. So it's a serious range for me, which I think we're vulnerable to. So with that being said, on my watch list this week, I think that there's going to be, I'm going to be keeping an eye on, obviously, as Jake had there, that short position there via the, you know, the Asian range, taking out the high, liquidity to high for the low. I think that setup could be playing out this week for various pairs, well, mainly EU, GU, and just on this dollar recovery. So that's what I'm going to be keeping an eye on for. I think with the flip side, Euro, just quickly, Euro is going to come back into this range. I would have liked to have seen it rejecting at the gap. If this doesn't hold here, just like the dollar, if this doesn't hold here, it's going to slip back in this range, basically, which is just, yeah, it's an awful range. So I'm thinking dollar potential longs this week. And let me just further throw some macro color into that before we go more technically. We have, obviously, the main focus is on jobs, and jobs really have held steady within recent times. So when you look at the previous numbers, okay, fine, 50K, unemployment rate was better last month. So it's not too bad. So if we get, I think we're going to hold steady on the labor market figures, which is just further reinforcement that the FOMC, like I've been talking about, the economy doesn't need these rate cuts. So that will be dollar positive. So yeah, I've changed my view a little bit at the moment, but let's see. Technically, I just need that technical confirmation of this daily gap fill. If that happens, I'm going to be looking at short Euro, short GU this week, particularly. Yeah, I think they're the most vulnerable. Yeah, man.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Although, talking about fundamentals, what do you think about Japanese yen? Because we've got the snap election on 8th, if I'm not mistaken, so on this weekend. And it was Thursday or Friday when the PM had a speech talking about yen basically being helpful for exporters. But at the same time, they got the criticism from the opposition. So do you think that market's going to be pricing more on the Japanese yen, that thinking that we might get the intervention, or some doesn't have to be necessarily have to be intervention from Bank of Japan, but some sort of a fiscal help stimulus to the currency?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think so. I think that could happen.
Because I'm looking at the chart of Japanese yen, and it looks nice. We just filled the gap. Let me just bring it here quickly.
Yeah, go on.
And we just, I was watching it yesterday. We opened on the gap. The gap is done. And now possibly, I mean, do you think we could go higher? Because this caused a lot of bullish momentum. There was also the yields are at the highs. So with that being said, do you think that the yen have a potential to grow a little bit more?
In terms of further yen strength or weakness, sorry.
Yeah. In terms of yen strength.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of sidelined at the moment until something actually happens. Like there was obviously the intervention talk, but now obviously it's just holding steady. I'm just on the fence. I'll be honest. I'm really on the fence at the moment with the yens.
Okay, I might be actually trading because I like what's happening, and I think that this move is not like all of it. I think once we have done this correction, that we will go towards well, I need to show you on USD to Japanese yen, but towards the high again. I think it's very, very possible, at least from my perspective.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, and about your pound and dollar, euro dollar and pound dollar, mostly I'm waiting for, as I said, once we reach this level, and then if I'll see possible reversal, I'll be buying, and the same goes with the euro. If I'll see this low volume node just taken, and then a reversal, I'll be taking it. But once we close below this line, it's pretty much short. It's pretty much short.
Exactly.
And then the same, the GBP US dollar. If we close below this level, for me, it's short. And the thing is that once we go short, I mean, the closest level that I've got is somewhere here. So it's quite far.
What level are you looking at? Oh, 134.
It's like 90 pips on CFDs. It's 180 on futures. So on CFDs, it's way below.
Yeah, as we know, with GU specifically as well, like when it falls hard. So I think we could very well see that, to be honest with you. Obviously on the daily, you know, when you look at the daily of GU, we've been obviously in a bullish structure. You know, we're printing high highs, high lows, but yeah, this looks pretty vulnerable to me, to be honest. This looks pretty damn vulnerable. Yeah, I'm gutted because for me personally, given what we've seen on the dollar, that where you got in today, your intraday, you out now, right?
Yeah, I'm out. I took the I left the position somewhere here when we touched the VWAP indicator.
Because for me personally, where we started pulling back, like when you look, really, there's a whole picture being shaped up here on the 4 hour with GU. We've got this we've got this double top. We topped out.
Let me take a look on your screen.
Yeah, go on. So,
all right.
No, this is really on my cards now, actually. So we had this double top here on the 4 hour, right? Ran into resistance at 38.50. And then obviously where we've topped out here, we start forming a nice clean bearish structure. Yeah. I think for you, really, that even for me, that would have been the entry that you got today is a nice swing entry for shorts to just run this. That's a swing entry. I think personally, I could get one tomorrow for the rest of the week from Tuesday all the way to Thursday, especially because, you know, we've got this Bank of England decision, right? On
7th of June. So we'll see if there's more from out of the 7 people, more switching to the dovish. We might see some bearish momentum on the pound.
Exactly. And I think obviously, look, the members at the last decision when they cut, they were very split 5-4. But I don't think we're going to see drastic shift from you know, to now 7 members calling for unchanged. I don't think it'd be that drastic. Data has stabilized in the UK, and they do have an issue because when you look on last week, we had very sticky inflation in the UK. I just want to paint a picture here. UK CPI on, when was it? Yeah, on the 21st, excuse me. So inflation's still sticky, but I still think some members are going to be dovish. More dovish than that, and leave the door open to more cuts. So I think, GU just has a right to fall. 50 pips were down on the day now, man.
I think you have a chance
to really good entry there.
Yeah, I thought about keeping it for like longer, like a swing trade, but now we get into the day trading at the same time. I'm not sure, but I think we're gonna get the reaction from that level, and we just few pips from the level. So now I'll be watching it on the stream, and especially while Angel is going to be analyzing the market. And when I see the potential for a bit of a reversal, I might take just 20 pips on the stream towards the upside, and then you can get your shorts entries possibly.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to counter trend trade potentially.
Yeah. I would like to now trade towards the upside, like if we're going to get the confirmation on the level.
Yeah, I think. Personally, if we were to come back up into here, this low area here, then I'll look at some shorts today. I
think we will do. I think we'll do. I think maybe even a little bit higher to that.
Yeah. So let's see.
And also the euro pound, where I think we're gonna get to take a little lower, a little bit. Let me see, euro pound. It wouldn't fit with the fundamentals though, but I still think like a short-term trade, probably today, tomorrow, till the Bank of England. I would like to see again taking the monthly lows from the January. We took it today actually, but that was just because we've opened very low. So I think we're going to grab it once again. I'm actually already in the market, but I won't be probably keeping it if we won't hit this till the Bank of England, because then I'd be scared that we won't be having 7-2 of a Bank of England board members, and if it's going to be 6-3, it's already like bearish for pound. So that's the only concern that I have. Otherwise, it makes sense that we should go take the lows on euro pound.
Yeah, fair.
Chatanya's favorite, is he in the chat? You can let me know, Chatanya, if you're buying or selling. Let me know. Yes, Japanese pairs are bullish or gone sideways. I think so. I kind of now believe that Japan can show some strength in its currency, and it's being real. Okay. Do we have any other currencies that we can potentially trade?
Yeah, I'm looking at AUD NZD at this moment in time. So you share my screen.
I almost forgot about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look at some longs today in a moment. I'm actually just gonna break this down now because I was analyzing it late last week on Sunday. So let's just quickly talk about it. Obviously, by the way, guys, so we have our RBA right on tomorrow. So overnight tonight. Hey, wait, yeah. Overnight tonight.
Yeah.
These guys are forecast to hike rates by 25 basis points. Now it's funny because Jake, do you remember I was talking about this many weeks ago, right? When we had that nice upside for AUD, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously, I'd missed those entries, you know, in those longs. But anyway, so I think this is still an opportunity. Markets are pricing in rate cuts. Fine. If they deliver that, that's not where the reaction comes. The reaction comes, guys, is if they say, make it clear that this isn't a one and done situation. We are prepared to hike again if need be. And I think they could say that. The reason being is when you quickly look, guys, at the labor market figures, we've had a really nice, let me go here. Let me just go back. We've had a really nice couple of runs of labor market figures, okay? Strong employment change there, 65.2 thousand. The unemployment rate's been dropping, you know, down from these highs here, 4.5%. It's going the other way. You know, bear in mind, we started cutting rates. So you would be, you know, we're in this period where we should see higher unemployment, but we started lowering rates and, you know, the unemployment rate's dropping. And then when you look also here, this was the nail in the coffin for the markets to just be like, look, we're hiking rates now. We're going to price in hikes. Is inflation higher? So it means we've got a healthy Australian economy, you know, on top of everything else that it's got the wind behind its sails, thanks to commodities as well. Well, obviously we've seen a correction in commodities, but commodities have had that boom. So AUD NZD is a massive divergence. We've been speaking about this on a stream for a while in terms of this upside. Now I'm looking at entries because, you know, just obviously we've got clear structure here, high, low. We're respecting this trend line nicely, you know, respecting this structure very nicely. And yeah, I was hoping to see, you know, we see it when we come down to this trend, you know, these structures at times, we get these sort of double bottoms and we've got this sort of double bottom forming here on the daily, on the 4 hour, see what's going on. Now I'm analyzing it, see if I could get some potential entries. Okay. 4 hour, we can see we're respecting that structure. What's happening on the 1 hour? Okay, 1 hour, yeah, we've got a nice sort of the higher highs, high lows. You can see that very cleanly at the moment. So for me, in terms of entry right now, once we clear, I want to see, so you know how we've had this pullback structure here, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low. Once we clear and get comfortable above this high, bam, 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 I will consider this a nice little near-term breaker structure and then a resumption to the upside. And I'll look at taking those longs and I'm going to place the stop. So it probably won't be for another hour or two. And I'll leave a big breathing room for this stop just in case we did come back down for any sort of manipulation. And then I'm going to run this beyond these highs. And I've got this key level up here marked up at 1750. So this is the trade I'm going to look at potentially execution today. Okay. So yeah, that's and this target, just for anyone to say you know why. When you just go on the weekly moment, you'll see here. Yeah, it's just a zone here, basically in between. You can sort of see 1750 is a sort of key area where we've respected
what was
that.
was the zone? Was the level
1750? 1750.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the longs I'm going to be looking at executing today. Yeah, so long as we get that, we break this former lower high here, I'll consider now we've broken structure and we're going to get a resumption to the upside. So yeah, this is a sort of high probability long for me today. Yeah, man.
All right, fair.
Yes, sir.
Let me.
Oh God.
Let me also change template. What is it? Is it this one? Yes, we'll do. I'm going to be watching the euro pound as and the GBP USD because we just reached the level. So just so you know, guys, okay. I'm going to. This is the trade on euro pound. If you'll go for it now, you'll have pretty much the same entry as I have on these close. And once we break and close below the lows, I would recommend just to go with the stop loss on BE if that's going to happen, hopefully. And aiming for the new lows. And I'll be just monitoring what's happening here, because if we close below this, I might be actually going for the shorts with you then.
With who? With Tanya?
No, on GU. Down GU. Is euro pound, and above it's GU, and it doesn't look good at all. I thought we were gonna get the reaction here. Otherwise, I would just keep the shorts from the top, but we didn't get the reaction, so we'll see. Angel, I'll probably pass the mic to you, and we'll get back to it after you finish your analysis.
Yeah, baby boy.
Unless Ken has anything.
No. You carry. Yeah, no.
All right.
All good.
Yeah, we can see our screen. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I need to. Yeah, we can hear now.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, guys, I'm currently looking at EJ. Based on last week's stream, it looks good from here. We have this beautiful gap here in the daily time frame. We're holding to the 50% of the gap, and we just swapped the previous day high and the previous week high right here. I took a short during Asia, right, and I'm aiming for a long-term position right here. On the first target will be pretty much this low from December 17th. You see that we have this pretty much relative equal lows right here. So it's look good for a target from this candle right here. We'll love to see then the price pretty much flushing towards the lows right there. If you look at EJ right now, it's just kind of slow. Let's see what happens in the rest of the week, but this is looking good. I will love to see then pretty much some displacement right here, and then just a retracement for the price to get back lower. I truly like this one. With all due respect,
it makes sense actually, because with the Japanese yen, I would be a little bit scared about the strength of the euro, because euro is still the strongest, and it's kind of dangerous to go against it, because.
Yeah, I agree. But you know, when you look at the monthly is like a screaming potential top out. You know, like we've got this potential reversal evening star. Obviously, we need to see a validation below as well. And like Jake, Euro's lost like a little bit of momentum, because like what is actually happening around Euro right now? Nothing.
Yeah, we did not much though. But with the connection to ECB. Just because we had so strong euro, the ECB is afraid that this is going to not get play out. Once euro is going to decline, we're going to have tick up in an inflation, or we're not going to be within the targeted zone, and the ECB might take some sort of a hawky stance, because the entire period of like euro being kind of cool with an inflation, it was just not just but big part of it was just strong euro, so that's the concern that they have. But
true. I
would like to see euro going down though.
Yeah, I agree with Angel. So long as we need to break like this 83.00, 82.50 area, because this is still being classified as this sort of holding structure. We've had the high highs, the high lows. This low here is significant. If we break that, all hell break loose. and I'm aligned with you on that short. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, going back to indices. I was actually getting more bearish right here. After this close from last week, we have a lot of momentum to the downside, and this is what we had during Asia. As you can see, the way we just pretty much swept previous week low, and then we get back into the range right here. So I'm going to use the new weekly opening gap as a condition, right? From here, I'm expecting two scenarios from this new weekly opening gap. We either reject and going back lower, right? This is the one that I like, or we're going to use the new weekly gap, the new weekly opening gap as support to trade higher, right? This is going to be the condition. So we have data at 10 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to wait to see what's going to happen on the lower time frames. If we have enough confirmation and enough structure to trade lower, rejecting the new weekly opening gap, then I'm going to look for shorts. But if we have a nice strong momentum in closing above the gap, I'm going to look that structure and to use this gap as support to trade higher. All right, it's gonna be the same for NQ. So you can see we're actually filling the whole gap on NQ. So it will be super interesting to see what's going to happen with the news on 10 a.m. Same thing. We either use the new weekly opening gap as support, or we're going to reject that gap. And we were super bullish. We were bouncing off. And last week close was like, okay, we're bearish now. But since we have this rejection from the previous weekly low, and we have the gap right here, I just want to wait and see what's going to happen with the data. But I would love to see this low right here from January 21st. And then this low from December 17th. This actually looks great before going back higher. But yeah, let's see what happens. That's what I have for indices. This is going to be my condition. The new weekly opening gap, I'm going to use this either at resistance or support to trade lower or higher. Nothing else. If you let me look at YM to see if I can actually find something that makes sense. This one pretty much filled the gap, and it looks like it's trading back higher. So yeah, let's see at 10 a.m. because that data is going to be pretty much like the breaking point to see if we're going to have momentum to the downside or to the upside. We have this liquidity resting right here on the YM. In the next meeting, we're going to trade higher from here. We're going to take those highs. So it depends at 10 a.m. if we have enough structure on the lower time frame. Let's say M15, M5. Look at this. I'm gonna then look for longs or shorts. It depends. It depends. I'm gonna wait. I'm playing defense right now. But yeah. So that's all that I have for indices. Nothing much. And it's a little more of price action. I need to see what's happening tomorrow to actually take decisions and take more trades. But this is looking good as the condition. New weekly opening gap for both.
Okay.
Let me check here. Yeah, just the EJ trade. You guys already thought about pound dollar. So that's my thought on pound dollar because we already swept the monthly high. So that's why we're seeing this kind of like this rejection and this bearish momentum right here. And I wanted to take shorts at the open. Actually, the shorts that Jake took were absolutely clean and beautiful because apart from having the Asian high sweep, we have this beautiful gap right here. I think it's on the hourly. It was actually clean, but the only concern right here is this gap on the daily, right? This gap right here, and this is a 50% retracement. So it's I would love to see what's happened here, right? Because based on this DXY, I'm not sure what you think, Ken, but I don't see DXY bouncing from here. It's just hard to see this price action bouncing from here. And if you look at this gap, it will be nice to see then this candle going back lower.
Okay, interesting. Okay, all right.
Which is weekly. Oh,
Yeah, this is
the whole
time
weekly
frame.
candle to be okay.
Yeah, you see, you look at this gap that we have and all this momentum. I will love to see then this candle we're opening higher, right? Let's see Tuesday or Wednesday we start to pretty much go back lower, right? And respect this structure right here.
Yeah,
just
fair.
the way we have this week right here doesn't look like a solid bounce. You know, it doesn't look like it's strong from here, but you never know. So that's why I haven't short pound dollar this morning, because it was clean. We have pretty much, we disrespected the daily gap. So this is the real concert to me, this DXY right here. If you look at, if we use a Fibonacci, we're actually getting into discount for the short. So let's see if we can actually reverse from this gap or just go back higher into the range.
So for you, in terms of like to invalidate your short bias, would you be wanting to see a fill of the weekly? Would you consider that?
Yeah, I'll need to see then the weekly candle closing above this high for me to say, okay, we're bouncing. We're bouncing.
Fair.
But this is what I like. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Just still watching the GU, because we are kind of now pushing back a little bit.
Yeah.
Although what I wanted to mention is that usually when you have moves like this without correction, without like almost I don't want to say volume, but like just selling, just pure aggression, that market also what tends to do is just returns it back. Because if there would be a move and in between or in the middle there would be a candle, a bullish candle, then I wouldn't have nothing against it. But right now, looking at the same time order flow, it looks like we are getting a lot of buyers here. So which still did not close below it. So for me, it's not still shorts, but we'll see. Although the euro pound is moving pretty nice though. I hope Chaitanya have entered it, because that is looking so far so good.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you guys trade that euro pound. I think it's just a donkey bear to trade. It's just taking years to move.
It is.
It's just constantly hitting all the time. Oh my god.
Yeah, it does. But although if you can trade consolidation, and by the way, markets are moving like 70% in a range and 30% in a trend. But if you learn how to trade like consolidation, you could make a lot of money here. To be honest, like if you're not swing trader, as a swing trader, this is a nightmare for you, of course. But for a scalper, intraday trader, you can do something here. We'll see.
Better.
I'm more interested in the pound and the dollar.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
we're waiting for the minute.
Yeah. With GU, we're bouncing where we've bounced. We've basically found support at that gap. You know, from last week where we gapped higher. We're just basically bouncing there right now. It's being protected. So that's why. And euro is very possible that it could bounce there as well. It's at the lower part of that gap now. We could sort of reject there and bounce. So that's why I said, like, I would have to see those being filled on a daily to consider some short bias this week, you know, for the rest of the week. But let's see. I mean, we're rejecting so far, more so GU a bit more.
I'm going to wait for close of that candle, because I'm really interested in what's going to happen there on the futures. Because if I don't know, you're not going to probably see it now. Let me take a look. Change the monitor, replace, and where do we have it? Right here, because it's pretty widescreen, so I don't think you're going to actually see it. But we are getting like quite a lot bias down here. So that basically just confirms to me that this low volume node is not going to be probably that easy to take. Did we close now? I think so. Yeah, we did. Interesting. Yeah, I think what's going to happen here is we're going to reverse back to the point of control, to this area. I don't know how much is it on the GBP US dollar. It's probably to 36.86. I think we're going to reverse there. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Looking forward for the competition on Wednesday. Gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be good.
It's gonna be fun. Do you want to be in it? Should I send you accounts as well for the competition? Because I'll be sending
scalps
tonight.
competition on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll be sending them tonight to traders within the chat. So
yeah, we should all get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, we can be on the leaderboard. Hopefully, we won't get liquidated.
I'm definitely getting clapped there, but I'll participate. I will do it.
Yeah, I think we should get sucked in. Definitely. Yeah, let's get it set up, man.
Okay, so I'll send it to you tonight as well to other traders. Just going to remind you guys, it's going to be, you can't trade the accounts for you guys who are going to be given the first competition. I don't think you're going to be able to trade it before we start on Wednesday, but even if don't trade it, I'm gonna send you an account. Wait till we start the stream. I'm gonna say, okay, let's go. We can start trading. As I said, it's 100k account. It's 1 to 50 leverage, and it's 10% drawdown. So those are the rules or the points, and yeah, the best trader is going to be winning the free evaluation. So hopefully it's going to be
Chaitanya is saying like, if we win, we have to keep away the accounts. Brother, if I'm winning, I'm keeping my account.
Well, 100k, that would be a lot, but
I'm joking, man. Of course we will.
Yeah, I'm happy
to be a free ball.
Evaluation, what size? The evaluation, the winning, like you're going to probably win the 10k evaluation, right? I think that's a good start. The more people are involved with it, then the more we can go on the price. But 10k evaluations, I think, are quite nice.
Yeah, man. Agreed.
Yeah, man.
Let's see.
Yeah, who's going to participate on the competition? That's a real question. Who are you going to select?
Yeah, basically. So I know who is like the most active, who are the most active people within our streams. So I want to give them the chance the first, and then possibly like as we go with the live streams, I always download the list of the traders who were here and who were active in the comments. So then I'll just, if I'll have a lot of names, then I'll just, as well with the 48-hour evaluation challenge, I just put it into random name chooser or what, wheel of names, what's it called? And then choose the 10 people who's going to be competing with us, or 15, depends. But if there's going to be someone who's going to be competing this Wednesday, he's not going to be involved in next tournament for the next week, so everyone gets the chance to scalp the evaluation. And actually, look,
Colin pointed out something interesting, is that we have a partial government shutdown right now. I'm not sure how is that going to affect like the DXY and all that stuff, but I think that's actually interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think given the fact that obviously this is nothing new, obviously just happened again, I don't think this is going to have an impact. You know, we saw how long it took to have an impact last time. You know, it took a long time to even for it to start to move the markets. So I don't think it's a big deal right now, but it's something to be aware of without a shadow of doubt.
Yeah,
but it's not going to be market movement, I don't think, to be honest. Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna leave any marks in the market?
What's that?
Do you think it's not gonna leave like some significant marks in the market?
No, it's happened too many times. Like it's just like almost like a standard procedure now for government shutdown. You know, it's like a standard procedure.
It's the usual.
Yeah, it is the usual.
Gotta get used to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any currency pairs? Any markers that you would like us to analyze, guys in the chat? This is your last chance. I'm going to take a look.
Last chance.
Timing of the stream is a bit.
timing being adjusted? What do you mean timing?
Two stream, yeah, because he said too much streams, I think, running right at the time. So I think he means that a lot of traders are actually streaming at the same time as we do. But I think for the competition, it's the best. Correct. Like New York session is the most volatile.
Yeah, well, F everyone else. Like, at the end of the day, F everybody else. Like, who's just the F?
That's the best
you know
answer.
I mean?
No.
Like, you know, like, what? We need to cower away and not freaking stream because X, Y, and Z streaming. F that. We need to take this market share for what it is.
By the way, remember our win rate. We are still having a very decent win rate. So you want to be on these streams, guys.
Yeah.
Or you can bring those people here who are streaming, and we get a competition with them. So the winner is going to be you.
I think it goes with just a part of your trading, like the trading journey. Because I can remember like 2 years ago, I used to watch a lot of streams during the morning, like this trader, oh, he's great. And then all of a sudden I was actually just gotten by myself, right? Then I'm the one doing the streams with you guys. So that's just something to keep in mind. Like,
well, although we can if you want to, we can sometimes give it a go in London session, if that's going to be, because we've got a lot of people in the Discord who are from countries where now it's almost a night.
Definitely.
So for some people, it would be interesting to have a London session with us.
Well, yeah, we can. The good thing about the London session is we can quickly set the tone for people, because in terms of what's sentiment like, what's the latest news, what are we likely to see for the session? You're heading into New York session, so it gives people a nice early, be able to capture the sentiment and trend quite early on.
Yeah.
So I think
exactly like the Asian sweeps, we can also take a look into that.
We can execute those live. So man, that's my bread and butter. So definitely, 7 a.m. London stream sounds good as well. Something to put in the works, without a shadow of doubt.
It's got to be too early for you, right, Angel?
I'll be sleeping, brothers.
Yeah.
I'll pass into the next one. I'll be in New York for sure, but London session, I love my sleep. Come on.
There we go.
Well, guys, let us know in the Discord if you would like the London session, and we can give it a go with Ken. But for the competition, I would stay with the New York session. It's way more, not way more volatility, but it's more volatile. That's for sure.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
yeah, man.
So I think we've got everything. Any questions? Anything that you would like to add?
Yeah, only just that those Aussie NZD longs that I said about now, we're getting a nice bullish push through. If we get a bullish push through on this hourly, I'm just going to look at taking those longs on Aussie NZD. So we'll see how I'm pretty much going to execute those in the next sort of 10 minutes or so. So we'll review that on Wednesday, see how it's going.
Call me Neo. Look at that level, how it's reacting. We just bounced, and now we're going back what I said. We're going to get to 36.80, and then we'll.
What are you talking about?
Are you checking my screen? Oh, am I sharing the screen? No, I'm not sharing the screen. So look at that.
You're not.
Look at this. Okay, possible. Now I said that we're going to touch the level, and then we're going to back here to 36. It was different on CFD, 36.86. So we're now heading there. Just bounce from that level. I should keep the order on that level. And the euro pound is also running pretty nice. So I think that I've done my job good. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ken, for the analysis. Angel as well for the indexes. And I'll see you on Wednesday on the competition.
Absolutely.
Take care,
guys. Yes. Take care. And